Hi there, eltonmcfall here, aka Retro Old School. Maybe you're really young and you don't know what AKA means. It means also known as. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Let's bring that up for a moment. A few people had asked me, they didn't hear me, or they didn't see me, I guess, when I wrote a community post a while back when I recently, changed my YouTube name slightly. It's still Retro Old School, but it's eltonmcfall, aka Retro Old School. Why did I change it to that? Because as a couple of my subscribers mentioned, it just sounds more professional. It's more mature, and also because of the fact that unfortunately all this old stuff that I've filmed over the years, the old Freightliner Detroit fire trucks and classics and all this stuff that's disappeared, it's gone. So and there's less and less old cars and trucks out there for me to film in the city. So it's and then I always felt never completely at ease with putting more modern stuff in the videos. I'm like, oh, I'm retro old school. I'm old school. Well, Christ, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I don't do miracles. So I figured if I just put eltonmcfall, aka retro old school, well, that way I can squeeze in, all of the above stuff that's modern that I like all those heavy modern trucks, for example, or planes, And anyway, I got this idea this morning to do this video to address not all, but most of the comments I get, because I got so many that I got so far behind. I thought to myself, well, I'm going to get down to the computer and, answer people's questions or comments. So I figured this is even a better way to do it, actually. And after seeing my friend Scott Newstead's accidental live webcast on Sunday last week, I think it was, I thought about doing that, but the thing is, I can't do a live webcast or podcast for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's way too overwhelming for somebody like me who's visually impaired. I have to look this close to the screen. I actually have all this text blown up here for me to see this more easily for you. And not only that, I don't like being asked freaking 25,000 questions in a row. And before I forget, sometimes I bring things up before I forget them. Again, thank you for everybody who sent me, as I call it, gratuities over the time. It's really appreciated. Recently, there were a couple of you guys. No, there's Dave in Australia, and there's another guy I think named Robert or Rabaya. So everything helps. From what you see in the background, this isn't a palace here, believe me. And another thing I thought actually I was mentioning to my friend Andre, who oddly enough is his first comment I see right here on the Buick Regal video I posted this morning. He's like, nice find. That's my good friend Andre. I've yet to meet. He's a TTC bus driver in Toronto and on disability, and hopefully one day he's going to come up here. I'm going to go down there. We're going to meet and have some shits and giggles. And I was telling him, I was like, I was talking about a guy we're both subscribed to, and I was like, I'm sure this guy must watch my videos, but it would be nice to know if there's some of you who I'm subscribed to, aside from Scott, that do watch my videos. It would be nice to know, or if you're famous or whatever, I don't know, drop me a line, find me on Facebook, whatever, Anyway, so here we go. Let's look at the rest here. Now, one of the things I have to do also is, this one I uploaded recently. Thank you, Mr. No Name. This guy knows his locomotive. Thanks, buddy. Give a thumbs up. Double E and D. Yeah, right on. Okay. This guy, it's funny. He saw this video I did years ago of the '66 Plymouth Fury 1. Beautiful, very plain Jane car in Alexandria. There, he liked how I switched the the narration from French to English. Another comment here about the screeching on the rails of this train on the curve here in Montreal, and this is very expensive to fix those rails or change them. This is spam. I'm tired of this crap. Thanks a lot, you Russians. You guys are friggin' pain in the ass. Jesus Christ, you can't just leave things alone, eh? Hide user from channel, which won't do anything. Here's another one. It's so annoying. They're so annoying, you people. Did you guys know that there are more millionaires per capita in Moscow? Not New York, not LA, not Houston, in Moscow. And why do you think that is? Maybe it has something to do, unfortunately, with the fact that, was it Biden last week? He said he called Vladimir Putin a murderer. Let's just say I wouldn't go to Russia, and ever, probably. Anyway, now I'm going to get hate for that. Well, so be it. Whatever. Let me tell you something. Me, I'm not prejudiced. I hate and love everybody equal. Okay? I judge people by their intelligence and their character. And believe me, I am far from perfect. Look at this, Melissa Green, unbelievable. Get out of here. Oh my God, this is so annoying. Every one of my videos they do this, you know. Thank you, Mr. BNSF Train Tuber. First viewer, yes, okay, very good, very good. Second, okay, thanks guys for watching. Ooh, yeah, old camper there, cream puff, yep, yep. Okay, this guy wanted to answer his question. Mr. Jason Brunet about my Freightliner cab over truck I built years ago. He says, how did you put the rear wheels together? The instructions say to assemble 4 sets of 2 tires each. I didn't reply, so basically, buddy, look, you know, if there's little brake pieces like that, I don't really care, honestly. But you can contact Ertl AMT round 2, whatever, and then maybe they'll set you another tree with all those parts, or you can just forget about them. That's it. Just whatever. Just don't stress it. It's all about having fun. This guy, Mr. AMT Transit fan, that's a long-time subscriber. Thank you, buddy. He says, what time did you start recording this? This is the Amtrak Adirondack train. Whoa, that was like probably almost 5 years ago. Well, this was in the evening, dude, so it was summertime, probably, I'd say about 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30, but that train ain't running to Montreal anymore anyway because of COVID. The borders are closed. Thank you, Hunter Stewart. I'm aware of your comments. Thanks, buddy. This is a loyal subscriber there, another real fan down in the US of A. Mr. Philip Hodgkinson. Good one, Alan. Your videos, classic trucker England. Thank you there, up there. Thank you, mate. Yeah, thanks very much. Glad you enjoyed it. This is just, you know, one of those comments like, whatever, okay, Jasmine Johnston, about a metro. Oh, that's my friend Grant. We might get together one day, Grant. This guy's a cool guy. He's probably more Irish than me, and he lives in the West Island. Big train fan, big foamer. Or maybe not a foamer, but as Ben would clarify, foamer is like me, somebody very expressive, like, oh my God, and, you know, like foaming in the mouth. So we saw that train too, right on. Train video. I have no idea how long this is going to take. This is at Cadrail, Canadian Railway Company in Lachine. They rebuild locomotives, rolling stock and stuff. Video I did, well, not long ago, to clean CP and CN locomotives together. He says they're on Instagram. Thank you, Mr. CP Rail fan. I also have a friend who actually works there. Even. Oh yeah, long-time subscriber, Mr. Isaac Million, love it, like Lyle, love it. Nice, Ellen, the CN yard on Hickmore, the CN yard on Hickmore I suggested is not there, but the CP yard is lots of trucking too. Yeah, well that's of course if I can get in the yard, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to Hickmore, that's for sure. I did yesterday go to Lachine to you know, Fairway, 55th Avenue and all that. Got a lot of nice trucking there, so to be continued. That's in reply to my Canadian trucking video I did recently. Mr. Sebastian Rath, I believe you're in Germany, if I'm not mistaken, or Austria. Always loves the trucking videos, wishes he could see more snow removal, but there ain't no snow now, and it's been raining all day, which is a perfect reason to do this kind of video today. Thanks a lot, buddy. I really appreciate you watching those videos. Cheers. There's another loyal subscriber, Mr. Mercadi. Always good comments, buddy. Always good comments. This one he's talking about the Penske box truck and the 11-foot bridge. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Eddie Fugarni, yay! That was an amazing video. I'll absolutely like it. Thanks you for sharing this cool video. Okay, buddy. Thanks for watching, my friend. Appreciate that. Yes. This, by the way, if you saw this video I did at my vintage Grundig Fleetwood radio, I recently got back to a guy who fixed it, and thank you, sir, if you ever were watching this. Chris, that you fixed it, did a bang-up job. Thank you very much. You replaced a shitload of parts. Totally quality work. And I was going through the video, and I was like, how come there's no shortwave? I don't hear anything. It's because shortwave was basically created due to World War I or World War II, I imagine, in principle, where people could listen to stations in Europe and Japan and all these places, you know, and now that was all replaced by, of course, internet radio, and then some. So this guy, Mr. Old Elephant Stew, he says, BC, broadcast man, also known as MW Medium Wave. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Oh, the old, a lot of people saw this car back in the Park X district. It's very nice, yeah, 86 to 89 Honda hatchback. And he had one. And a lot of people, it's great, they send comments that they had a car just like the one I filmed and featured. And it's really cool, you know. Thank you, Mr. Alaskan Psychedelic Guitar Man. I would love to go to Alaska. Lots of old trucks and cars and buses over there. Oh my goodness. And there's my good friend, one of my best friends, of course, like Andre at Herpa. He says, if I buy a radio today, I would still, if I buy a radio today, will it still work at 60 years? I doubt it. That's great that Ben's family cherished it for so many decades, and it went to someone who really appreciated it. You see, I didn't reply to your comment, and now you see this video, hopefully. Thank you very much. And much obliged. That's, there's nothing like having friends who are totally old school like you. Ed is totally stuck in the past like me. It's a beautiful thing because we're stuck in the present, but not necessarily mentally. Not when I'm home anyway. Actually, you know, there's a better, smarter way to do it. I kind of think of it would be if I put my, because I worked on a computer all morning, uploading videos and listing stuff, you know. So listing stuff on, you know, Kijiji and Marketplace. So my arm is a little tired of being here. Here's somebody saying how much they love Chalet Barbecue Restaurant, which is like a Montreal institution on the corner of DeCarry and Sherbrooke. Best chicken fries, sauce, hands go down. Yeah, I'd like to. Haven't had that in a while, Mr. Laviolette. Or what? This is gonna take a while, eh? Yeah, we're killing machine. That's what I said. It takes hilarious. Thank you, Long Island Mopar, or whatever your real name is. Yeah, this guy's a loyal fan. Thank you very much for watching my videos, buddy. That's a recent video I put up of that beautiful all original 77 Newport. This is something I probably didn't check out yet. This is related to, yeah, this is a Montreal bus ride route video I filmed. So, okay, he identified something of some area and where the bus was there. Avanta Price, a day ago, regarding the big response I got, fire response on Park Avenue. He says, do you have any tiller fire trucks and snorkel fire trucks in Canada? If yes, can you make a video of them responding? Not tiller trucks. No, they're only in Quebec City as far as I know. The snorkel trucks, you mean in terms of an airport crash truck? Well, that's about it. We only have that for airports. So, yeah, sorry buddy, shit out of luck. Yeah, good old David Bowie. Thank you, Mr. Gould, another one of my loyal subscribers, regarding the David Bowie that was playing on the radio here on the FM. Again, there's that train. That's a shitload of grain there. Yeah, that's right, Hunter. Yeah, grain is up through the roof in sales in North America due to COVID, because our people are cooking more at home. Yeah, he says, do you like Meatloaf's 1977 Paradise by the Dashboard Lights? Absolutely. I remember hearing that song specifically a lot more back in the 90s and under. I don't know why I don't really hear it anymore. Paradise by the dashboard lights. You gotta do what you can. In the morning I dinner rest. Ain't no doubt about it. Cause we were about as 17 as we were badly dressed. Broken signal down the road is going to lead to a real problem. Yes, I would imagine so. Another one of my loyal subscribers, Meister Michael Love. Thank you, sir, for watching all the videos. David Allen, this is something that I'd like to see in person once again. And well, I don't know what to say to that, buddy. You know, sometimes I get comments, I just don't know what to write. I mean, what do you mean? Like, to see this car particularly in person? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's possible. Definitely one of the most gorgeous cars of the 70s I ever filmed was, I think, 2-3 years ago, was this stunning 79 Continental Mark V here in St. Lambert, Quebec. Yeah, really And he says, the guy who writes here, woman, world's best design car ever, absolutely not. Way too grandiose, way too big, you know, way too square. But yeah, in terms of best design car, in terms of at the time, in terms of luxury, in terms of being, you know, very really opulent and grandiose, yeah, absolutely. That and the Eldorado, Cadillac Eldorado. Yeah, I remember seeing this comment recently, 2 days ago. Is the cat killer guy in prison? I don't know, I hope so. I think I know who you were talking about, and I don't want to go more in that because I love kitties and it's disturbing, referring to something. I don't know, what, did I say something regarding that in this walking video? I don't know. The coolest channel, what a name. Sounds a bit redundant, doesn't it? Anyway. Says, want to see a rare one, blah, blah, blah. Okay, anyway, he's referring to one he'd seen. He's to go see something in this genre. That was actually a landlord, a friend of mine was a landlord, had that car, that specific Rambler Ambassador. I haven't seen this guy in the longest time. I don't know what happened to him. This guy says he had one just like that. It's his first car I ever drove. 327 V8. By the way, 327 AMC V8, not a Chevy V8. People confuse that. Ah, there's my buddy Andrew there. He totally went out west, moved out west. Give him a plug there. Check it out. He's got his own channel there. Look, totally left field. Give him a plug there. You know, he deserves it. He's a good guy, good honest guy. He's doing what I'd love to do, is go live out west, you know. I don't know why he has no picture here or anything, but anyway, he's out living in BC now, so pretty cool stuff. Go back to here. Cheers, buddy. This is going to take too long, actually. Ah, boy, man, cameraman needs some serious help on how to film. I can't say anything good. Hey, buddy, listen, buddy, if you see this there, and hey, what can I tell you? I used to be a smoker, and I used to shake the camera a lot more, so what can I tell you? And at this point, when I see comments like this, I don't like seeing them, so I just remove them. Bye-bye. Gary Starr, Mr. Gary Starr, another one of my loyal subscribers, works for Urgence Santé, probably a paramedic, very informative in terms of what's in the emergency vehicle fleets in Montreal and beyond, referring to that big response I got on Park Avenue a few days ago. Thank you, Gary. Always appreciate your comments, and thanks for watching. He also commented on this. Yes, I'm aware that the last unit in the video of this was a Saint-Constant unit. Thanks again, Gary. This is a response to the Laval cops responding a couple weeks ago. Oh, that's funny to see this guy's comment. Brian Burns. I got a friend named Brad Burns out in London. Referring to a GMC gas 366 gas V8 truck responding. That I saw years ago, not many years ago actually, still running. This guy's got some memories in him, as well as this type here. Same type again. This one was more like a tractor. This one I saw even much more years ago. He said he had a 453 Detroit in it. That's weird, because a 453 is a 4-cylinder Detroit diesel, so that would be very bizarre in a big heavy truck like that. This is an interesting comment, Mr. Keith Fulkerson, regarding a clean Chevy Lumina Euro that I never saw again, by the way, a few years back. Okay, so the camera stopped recording. It usually does that after about 10-13 minutes or so, so I just start recording again. Man, I don't know, this is going to turn out to be longer than I thought. I'm still tired, frankly, from yesterday and probably the pericarditis. Alright, so as I was saying, this guy had one of these Luminas, one of these Chevy Luminas. Mr. Keith Fulkerson, he says, I had a two-door version of that. It was fun and fast and looked really nice, but shit was constantly going wrong with it. I had to replace the door handles. I don't know how many times due to them being poorly designed and breaking. And you see, unfortunately, that's why a lot of cars from the 90s and 80s and up, there's like none of them left, because they were fucking built so cheap. And that's why it makes whatever's remaining even more special, you know, like that Lumina, because again, it's just such cheap quality. You know, it's what are you gonna do, man? Plastics, you know. All right, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on. Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, here's another loyal subscriber. Says you should go down to take a little trip to Salaberry, to Valleyfield, nice smaller town. Yes, Mr. Mike Maxis. I actually went there recently with Ben a few weeks ago. Well, we drove through there, so it would be nice to go there, you know, when everything grows and all that, and everything's nice and greener and more color, and you know, take a walking video there. It'd be nice. I find that stretch of road though, I don't remember what the highway is. It looks like Taschereau Boulevard. You know. Yeah, you see, Hunter is he told me that he asked me to remove these stupid you know, spam comments there, this crap Russian or whatever. I did remove it. Pain in the ass. And this guy writes for the Nash Metropolitan video I did years ago. He says, "What on earth is that gabbling in the video?" Gabbling. I'm assuming it means my talking too much, probably. You see, again, another loyal subscriber from a long time, Mr. Random Razzer. Thanks, buddy, for watching a long time. Appreciate it. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning, my reasons why I changed the name. I like to think I improved it, actually, instead of just being retro old school. Fantastic video, Elton. Thank you very much. Great video. Thank you very much. Again, same video. The response on Park Avenue. Thanks, Kel-Al. Oh, Kel-Al Johnson. Yeah, what's up, man? Another long-time subscriber. Lives in the Bronx. Thank you. What's up, my friend? We'll meet one day, hopefully, when this COVID crap ends. I don't know. Somebody's sending me a text here. Just look at that quick. Oh, hey, you know what? Actually, you see this? I bought 5 vintage hubcaps last summer at the salvage yard I went to with Ed. I just got a text from him. And this is actually going to be part of my next painting. But this is all I'm telling you. The fire truck model is going to be finished soon. Here's another guy. Oh, okay, Mr. Schnurtuckle. Definitely, I appreciate you're a long-time subscriber. Watch my videos, but you leave some bizarre comments like here, Zazur Montreal. I always leave just weird. Mr. Sebastian Rat, thank you again, buddy. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Quebec Buff. Yeah, again, this is one of those videos. This 74 Electra 225 video is one of my most popular ones I ever did, really. And what's funny is I know the whole family who has that car. Really nice people, really top notch, you know. Somebody commenting on these fire trucks here. It says this Pierces and Spartans look amazing. Lawrence fan, regarding to my series, my latest upload of non-scrap Montreal STM buses, says the last bus in the video, brightly colored white, is STM 24219 or XSTM, and it was given to the old brewery Mission to transport the homeless to shelters, and is maintained by the STM at Stinson Garage. Yes, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, Lawrence. That's good to know. And I was too lazy to, you know, look into that further. I knew about that, not all the details, and you know. I'm lazy. Streetcar, yeah, the streetcar track, Stolen Machine, right, beautiful street, thank you, RJ. Oh, this Mercury Marquee, just fantastic. My parents, they had one like this I was thinking about it last night. The only reason why they sold it is because it sucked gas like there was no tomorrow. They bought it from an uncle or something. It was like that, but it was dark green. And this person writes, Junior fan, I believe this green gold metallic, same color as my 72 LTD, the interior is identical to mine. Right on, brother. Pulse Action Gaming, this makes me even happier that I'm pursuing my bus driver's license. Okay, sure, why not, even though there's no buses anymore that have roll signs on them like this. Anyway. Yeah, good old classics. Somebody here has a 79, just like the one here that I filmed on the first day of the year. I was with Ben on Hymus and Sources. Thank you, Daniel. Oh, by the way, I'd like to take this opportunity to, of course, I don't mind asking for a handout. I never did in the past, but hey, frankly, you know, I live in a small two-bedroom apartment here in a questionable neighborhood, and I do this all the time, and no, I'm not on welfare, and I do sell stuff on Kijiji, which sometimes is great, sometimes not, and you want to send me something, my email is eltonmcfall@hotmail.com. But anyway, so you want to send me $1, $50, 500, 5,000, it's all good. Be much obliged. Got no sponsors here, you know. Oh, when I was in Ottawa a few years ago, from Mr. John McClellan, I had a boss named McClellan. He says, I was born in Ottawa and lived there for 48 years. It is a very beautiful, underrated city. I completely agree with you. It was a great place to grow up, and has worked for the federal government, of course, because most people work for the feds. That's where Parliament Hill is. And I have to vent, you know. That's what I love about Ottawa. You know, my father-in-law, he says it's a small town, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. But it is a city, and there's like no graffiti there practically. Here, it's excuse me for saying, it's a fucking nightmare. It's just everywhere. These guys, they think it's art. They've ruined the city. There's just no buckling down, going after these people. I never hear about these people getting stopped. They listen, they redo the Highway 20, and they put up these like glass barriers along the sides, and they've already graffiti them. Nobody does anything. What do we got to do? Put cameras everywhere? Anyway, it is what it is. I like it, by the way, when you guys answer some people's questions in the comments of the video. Maybe I don't know the answer, I'm too busy, I don't get around with it. As you can see, I'm not quick with replying to comments. So somebody asked me, says, are this MR73 Metro still running? Yes, they are running. Somebody wrote, another loyal subscriber, thank you STO1601 and Dream Dragons. I think both of you guys are from Ottawa. He says, yes, they will be around till 2036. That's bullshit. I don't even buy that. I wish, it would be nice. I totally don't believe that whatsoever, because a lot of those MR73 have been replaced by the Azure Metros. Oh, thank you, Vivo Canada. What else we got? I'd like to speed this up a little there. Regarding my Grumman step van video, it says there's a few of those still alive on my end. Many of them are food vans. Where is this? Where are you talking? Where are you from, buddy? I don't know. There's the Electra comment again. This is the most beautiful Electra year I've ever. There's still a stunning photo. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh yeah, this is at Cadrail. This is at the museum in Saint Constant. I did this a few years ago. They had a diesel day. It was beautiful. And this guy writes, part of me wonders if the museums will save the former CP FP7 number 4070 now 1300. Oh yeah, that's the AMT one. Yeah, basically, he writes, it sucks to see it scrapped. Yeah, well, you know, they got so much stuff there they got to save. I mean, it's about having the money to. They got the Via Rail one restored, the F unit, so. Boy, all this talking is making me for a coffee, but nobody wants so bloody dark today. It was raining like cats and dogs earlier. Whoa. Oh, it's warm in here though. Actually, I'm gonna stop this a second. I gotta open the window a bit. It reminds me of that line from that hit from Three Dog Night. Open up the window, let some air into this room. I think I'm choking from the smell of stale perfume. And that cigarette you're smoking don't scare me half to death. Open up the window, sucker, let me catch my breath. Mama told me not to come down. That little ditty I'm singing is to dedicate to my friend Dave, another loyal subscriber for years. We're friends. I haven't met him, unfortunately, yet. He's in Cape Cod. Here's my friend Brad. I'll have to give you a call one day. Yeah, he was referring to the me complaining about that tax bullshit thing there, that YouTube wanted my tax information again, which they already have. They want to charge us non-US YouTubers. The American government wants to charge us. They want to tax us for the videos that we make that Americans are watching, which is one of the most fucking preposterous things I ever heard in my life. Thanks a lot, Trump or Biden, whatever, you stupid losers. Oh God. Anyway, it's like somebody else wrote, you know, they just want to tax as many things as possible to keep these fat cats and their corporations rich and healthy, eh? The middle class diminishing. Anyway, yeah, I'm aware, Brad. Thanks for bringing it up. I know it's not a scam. I know I looked into it. My brother thought it was a scam too. This, whatever, I always get stupid comments, which, by the way, this, if you don't know, hard to believe, this is my most popular video I've ever made. No joke. It has like, I don't know, 200,000 views. Let's see how many views this thing has. I cannot believe it. This is a 1968 Otis Escalator and then one revamped by Schindler in a department store that I filmed years ago. It's unreal. Let me show you here how many hits this thing. You would think I make a lot of money a month, but I don't. I really don't. Let me go back to that a second. Man, I make like, if I'm lucky, $700-800 a month to cover the bus pass and the rent, you know? And only once a year do I clear like, you know, 1,500 or more, but that's only because of Christmas time in December, more advertising, so. Oh yeah, and as for the Teespring thing, before I forget, I pulled the plug on that almost. They, like, you see, this is one of the t-shirts they sent me, believe it or not, and it was already fucked up, it's already coming to pieces, and just disappointing. I appreciate everybody buying t-shirts on it. If you got good t-shirts, they're good quality, and you didn't get them, it's just, I don't want to go into it, it's just, I think, that you can't even call anybody there for customer service, God forbid, God forbid. So, I don't know, I'm going to find another, eventually find another print-on-demand businesses. There's plenty of them out there that actually do good work and quick service and reasonably priced and, you know, blah, blah. Anyway, so the video I was talking to you about that has the most views ever. Look, unbelievable. 5 million views for a video about escalators. I don't know. Even me, I mean, I explain it to you. People don't understand. And the only thing I can explain it is that it's because, you know, transport, whatever it is, whether it's a motorcycle or an escalator, there's all kinds of different models and companies that make them in ages. But yeah, still, again, you know, 5 million views, you know. Ooh, I never would have thought that in a million years. But then again, I never thought I'd be making a living off YouTube, so. Oh man, did I lose my place here? Oh shit. I did, didn't I? Oh man, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue this. This is too many comments actually, frankly. So, look, I just got one here. Greetings from Holland regarding the Buick Regal. Thanks, buddy. Hope you see the comment there. Okay, so let's see if I can find where we were here. I don't know, man. So you see, this really gives you guys an idea why I rarely reply to comments, because I get so many comments every day. I get freaking comments all the time. It's the same reason why I don't want to do the live stream, you know? It's too many questions. Why is this thing still moving? Oh, right. Okay, whatever. Okay, we're black. Just kidding, I'm back. Yeah, it was a little too early for my my fourth coffee of the day, but Christ, it's so tiring today. What is the date today anyway? I think we're the 26th. Yeah, 26, 1:16 p.m. I don't remember where I got this whistle from, but it's really neat. It's a 1986 Via whistle, so anybody interested, and you buy this and $10. And you get the remnants of my saliva on there, you know, look. Yeah, pretty cool, eh? Look at this old mug, 940 Montreal News. And what's funny about that I'm drinking out of that right now is because 9:40 a.m. has become my favorite radio station, even though it's AM, because it's a French oldies station, but they actually play more English oldies than French, so it's awesome. Everything, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Anyway, all right, so back to the task I had. Listen, I didn't realize this is going to take so long, so, I mean, look, we're only like a week ago, not even, in comments, okay? So I'm going to do as many as I can, but, you know. So you can see some of this stuff here, the garbage truck, I think I'm just going to make this a little bit quicker, you know? Yeah, when I did the walk on Grand Boulevard in NDG, the guy wondered how much one of those little brick houses would sell for. One of those little houses that look like they were built for World War II soldiers that are scattered in the city. very good question. What, 500,000? Who the hell knows at this point? The housing market in Montreal is phenomenal. AJ, thanks for the video. I grew up on Grand Boulevard in the 60s and lived in one of the apartments towards the end of the street. Yes, that video is going to be continued. That video was supposed to be longer than it was. It showed it was 13 minutes. I know I filmed it up until Monkland, but I don't know what happened. I think the cold and the wind got into the camera, and it looked like it was still recording, but it froze. It did not continue recording. Yeah, this guy I'm subscribed to by the name of Garbage Truck. Loves garbage trucks, that's fine. Ooh, that was a beauty. That was in Ottawa. I've got to get back to Ottawa. I keep bugging Ben. I'm like, God, we got to go to Ottawa soon, man. I just love it over here. Love Ottawa. And shame on me being obsessed with cars, trucks, and buses as I am, because because I got family in Ottawa. I never go there to see family, you know. What the hell does it matter anyway with the COVID? Yeah, oh yeah, this guy's loving the truck videos. This is a guy who's got a 68 Camaro, and this was like the fastest ride I ever got in a car, thanks to my friend Louis. A couple of years ago, he gave me a ride, man, with a 427. I think it's got a nitrous in it. 427 power Camaro, just scary fast, scary. And I hope he's doing well, because he was, poor guy had cancer diagnosis, I think, even 3 years ago, and I don't know. And there was no freaking car shows last year. And, anyway, yeah, he asked me what kind of transmission. I don't know, buddy, Robbie, if you see this, I don't know, man. Maybe somebody will answer. Yeah, we'll just go by Mr. Garbage Trucks. Love the garbage trucks. Yeah, this Beaumont. So this guy just bought a 66 Beaumont, like this one here, which is amazing, this car, because it's completely factory original. It's completely the same as when I saw it 30 years ago, practically. And I filmed it 2-3 years ago, and my reaction was priceless. Where you can get information on it? Well, buddy, just listen. Hey, Google, man. Google. Just research. Most of the information you need is out there. There's probably a Beaumont club. You would want to join that. That'd be great for help, for information, and as well as you know, parts and stuff. Well, that reminds me. There's a guy, actually. There's some people. You know, there was a guy. I've already forgotten his name, but he would always criticize me on every, like. You know, there are people like that. I think they try to be helpful, but they're basically like shitting on what you're saying in the videos. And there are people I've just blocked because I'm just tired of hearing their crap. You know, like one guy, he every time I would put up a video of it, like that Beaumont, like a Canadian car, he would diminish it and compare it with the American Pontiac Bonneville. And he would say, "Oh no, the Parisienne is not a Bonneville," and then just I don't want to fucking hear it. You know, whatever. Go sell your dribble somewhere else. I don't want to hear that crap. Life, as you guys know, is negative enough as it is, especially these days. So, you know, that's why I love you guys. If you're going to leave me something, you know, as a negative comment, I know that it's, you know, it's to be helpful. It's not to be, you know, maybe you leave comments all the time, but you don't leave negative comments like that all the time. Okay, this guy was making a comment when my brother and I were driving in Ile Notre Dame and Ile Saint Hélène and all that. We were driving on the racetrack for the Grand Prix. Mr. Sean Gayton, which I appreciate your comments. I know you're a subscriber. Thank you, Mr. Gayton. He says, oh yeah, he says, going to a racetrack is more than just sitting in the stands. You can walk around the paddock and watch the teams work on the cars. Well, you know, if that floats your boat, eh? This is like, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, you see, that's fine. But there was one guy who was like commenting and like always correct me on what's wrong on whatever trucks was saying it was wrong. You know, that's once in a while, it's fine, not all the time. Yeah, you see this truck here? I filmed last summer, this Jeep Cherokee, very rare model. The thing was like mint, completely original, low mileage. And then I saw, I was in the old port recently in the dead of winter, and there it was, and it was being driven in the winter. I'm like, man, what the hell's the matter with people? Again, it's not a question of it having a high value. It's the fact that where in the frig are you going to find another one completely original like that in excellent condition? It's only original once. You know, you know, like, come on. Anyway. Yeah, this guy writes, I own one of these, about to get it up and running. Interior is pretty beat up and everything else is still in decent condition. Go for it, buddy. You know, if there's a will, there is a way. Beautiful Porsche 911 I saw last year over the years. Bitter chocolate. I'm wondering if that's the name of the color. Code 3 Sirens, yeah. This one is for sale for 13 grand right now on Facebook. They fixed it up. The rest it's a 1970 according to the ad. Referring to this one here I saw in Granby a few years ago. Oh, there's Grant again. Cool Trains in Montreal. Check out his channel. My friend there. He says, I bike around these parks a lot. Fireworks at La Ronde. Draw a big crown at Ile Notre Dame. What did he write? Buckminster Fuller, famous American architect, did the U.S. Pavilion for Expo 67. Yeah, right, okay. Ah, yes. The old retired school buses in Saint-Amand. This guy, Daniel Plodigan, he writes, they probably removed the engines so nobody fixes one and drives away. I don't think so, buddy. They took them all the front ends apart for parts, and especially the engines to be used in other vehicles. This guy actually sold this model. It's an old pressed steel toy plane. I sold it a few years ago. This guy writes, he says, I have an American Airlines pressed steel toy from the 50s. It needs restoration. Do you have any do you know of any YouTube videos on how these pressed steel toys are done right? I do not know, my friend. I do not know. If you see this comment, I have no idea. T-Fan Summer. This is interesting. This is a reference to one of my school buses driving in Montreal video from November. It says electric Lion school buses, which are made here, are impossible to find in Ottawa, but do know we have diesel-powered Lion school buses. Yeah, that company was awarded recently a shitload of funding from the feds, from the Quebec or federal government, or both actually, because they made electric buses. And on the other end of the scale, here's a video comment, somebody commenting on an earth-killing Detroit diesel-powered Prevost that I filmed years ago. And this guy's saying, oh, that 6V92 on that Prevost, I hear you, brother. Yeah. See, here's a video I did in this beautiful all-original 67 Meteor Montcalm, which is a Canadian Mercury. And this guy, Patrick Mullen, writes, why did they put a smaller engine in the Meteor than the Mercury? Also, was Monarch a Mercury Meteorite? Okay, the thing is with Meteors were basically a Canadian version of Ford. They were a little more affordable than a Ford, and one of the reasons why is because they were they were made here, but into the 60s where engines got bigger, they had like only the 289. Because here in Canada, the thing is that we have the same shit as in the States, but people they never had as high of an income as in America, or as a disposable income. So that's why you have the Pontiac Laurentian, the Pontiac Stratochief, the Parisienne. Those cars were like the big American Pontiacs, but they didn't have the big 389. You know, they didn't have as much chrome, or see what I mean? It was like basically this is like the Mercury equivalent of like a Chevy Bel Air or something. You know. So, yeah, that's it. There's my friend Andre again from Toronto regarding cruising with Ed in this van there. He says, cool Astro van. Yeah. Here's Hunter again. What is he right here? Yeah, this is an interesting comment. One of my French, I don't know if this guy subscribed or not. Anyway, one of my last trucking videos I did, he says in French, says it's a mistake. The T2000 Kenworth was an error of consumption and it never should have been existed. He says, I prefer the T600. It's a matter of opinion. There's Sean Gayton again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, again, this is where people get really anal with car stuff. Like you see this video I did a few years ago, the 66 Cadillac Eldorado and I was mentioning how it's you know, it's a fancier version of a Coupe de Ville. He writes, there's no such thing as a Coupe de Ville convertible. It's de Ville convertible. Listen, give me a freaking break, okay? It's a coupe. It's not a hardtop sedan, you know. Yes, it's a de Ville. It's a Coupe de Ville. It's a coupe. Anyway, just see what I'm gonna do. This guy also, Mr. DJ P25. This guy, I always appreciated comments. Actually, he looks like a friend of mine I used to have. And is this thing still recording here? I blew that other battery just making this. Yeah, something he pointed out in that video. I don't know. I didn't see it. He says, look closely at the car carrier passing overhead. There's at 142. There's an overhead. I didn't even look at it, for crying out loud. Oh yeah, yeah, that was totally a Westphalia. Yeah, Mr. DJP, I could tell that right away. That was an 80s Volkswagen crew cab pickup. Yeah, not a Westphalia, because the Westphalia is the van, and the van with the top that opens like a tent, like a pop-up trailer. Yeah. Thank you, Philip Hodgkinson, commenting on the Peter, the one of my last trucking videos. He says, Elton, thanks for the good videos. Still see plenty of snow, not anymore, because this was weeks ago. All the best from Classic Trucker, England. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Sebastian Rat, thanks again, buddy. Dave Desmond. Oh yeah, Dave, you're the one. That's right, from Australia. You're the one who sends me some monies over like the last year or so, and recently. But thanks again, Mr. Appreciate that. He says, regarding my friend's 62 Pontiac Parisienne, he says, Elton, first time I've seen pics of vintage Parisienne to do a hardtop of any vintage. Back in Cape Town, South Africa, Parisiennes, late 1950s through late 60s, assembled in GM's Port Elizabeth plant, CKD, which means complete knockdown. All small block Chevys came in 4-door hardtops and Laurentian sedans, Chev 6-cylinders, of course, needed a full restoration. You are exactly correct, my friend. And interestingly enough, weirdly enough, actually, the you know how the Chevy full size, the Impala, Bel Air, Biscaynes, and all that from '63 and up, they didn't have the wipers facing each other. Like even this one here, they were parallel to each other like this. Well, oddly enough, in Australia, the '63, '64 Chevy Impala or whatever, they're like that. They're known as the clap hand style, which because they go like this, but it's like hands clapping, which I love more. Whew, thank God for coffee. Yeah, thanks Calvin Gifford. These were regarding the fire truck model. Like I said, it's almost complete. I thought I was going to have that done early this week, but it just didn't happen. Because the thing is, once it's done, like my other models, I want to take it outside in the sun. And this one specifically, I would like with Ben's help or somebody to drive around to the perfect, fire station and have it like right in the front, mounted up somewhere on a ledge or I don't know what. So we'll see. Thanks again, Calvin. Of course, every time I think of Calvin, I think of Back to the Future, right? Laurel, Brooklyn. My mom bought an 82 Delta 88, 98, 82 Delta 98. No, it's either an 88 or a 98, but anyway, for $1,500 in 1995. We chunked it in 2006 for a 94 Fleetwood. What? Really? Okay, thanks, Lori. Lon? There's Mr. Marquette again. Unfortunately, what my was a European Volvo. Okay. Yeah, that's right. See this guy, he's right. You see like this 85 Buick Electra that I filmed a few years ago. He writes, you only find rusty wheel wells up north where the roads get salted, mostly. No, he's absolutely right. They all rust there. They all rust there. Rocker panels, wheel wells. Oh, Mr. Crook, one day we'll have to meet. He lives in Lachine, this guy. Long-time subscriber of mine. Yeah, thank you very much for your comments and your loyalty as usual. Ministry of Highway Operations. Ministry of Highway Operations. Where, that's in Ontario, I guess? I suppose so. Thanks, Richard. Oh, this is, that's Marlene out from Vancouver, I think. Regarding to this Fargo I saw with Ben a few weeks back. Mr. Ed Stubbington, who commented on this awesome Peterbilt record I filmed over the years. I don't know where it is now. That thing could have blown a tranny or motor. I haven't seen this thing in the longest time. It says, nice to see someone excited about a truck instead of majority of people's opinions on trucks on the road. Yeah. Like I always say, if there's no trucks, there's no economy. Same thing with trains, man. People complain about trucks on the highway and they're loud and they smell, but... Okay, so, yeah, again, I'm going to try to go through this a little bit quicker. So I'm so behind on comments. This is, I think this is turning out to be like an hour-long thing I didn't plan on. Mr. Hawk, another one of my subscribers, thank you very much for your comments. It says nice video on the trucking video. And, of course, you've seen Grant's comment. He says the smaller... regarding the Laval older buses, it says the smaller bus transit companies used to snap up new looks and classics. Places like Timmins or Kitchener or London had those buses years after Toronto. That's right. And it wasn't just there, it was in Quebec even. Even Ottawa, actually. At one time, I remember I saw an OC Transpo, an Ottawa Classic. And I wish, you know, I drove right by. I wish I'd filmed it or got a picture of it. They leased them, you know. Ryan Hector, like, yeah, I strongly agree with your comments and rants of these buses are still good to drive. Why bother to retire them as annoying as people as social distancing on the bus or metro? What is really aggravates me is all the Azure and metro. Yeah. A couple elevators I film. Hello. Ah, yeah, there's a bike that I sold many years ago. Nice bicycle ride, yeah. This was when I went to, with Julian at Expo Rail in Saint Constant. Andre, we're replying. Thanks, Andre. Andre again. Thanks, buddy. Yes, there's another one of my subscribers there that watches my videos, Mr. William Tran. Loves those icons for comments. Snormobile jobs. Cool stuff. Keep it up. Thanks, Colin. This is when I went to Cornwall with Ben and Simon a couple of winters ago. This guy says Cornwall is better in the summer, by the way. My sister take your kids to the splash pad there, okay? Oh yeah, this is regarding the Montreal PCC streetcars in dead storage at the Expo Rail Museum at Saint Constant, which one of these really should be restored. And this guy, he writes, I didn't know this, he says that these apparently were built originally for Toronto, and they were, he says, but due to the war they got diverted to Montreal. That's weird. Yeah, because apparently in Montreal a lot of people didn't like these. They thought they were too futuristic. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for the compliments. Ooh, Ruben Martinez. I have a 91 Prelude 4WS, which is four-wheel steering. I'm working on it right now. I love the Prelude. I will never part with you. Good for you, buddy. I encourage you to get that thing restored. And try to find one today that's not rusted out. Speaking of cars, try to find today not rusted out. How about this 86 Chevy Celebrity two-door I filmed at Nick's garage? And it's funny, this guy makes a very good point here. He says, Mr. Charles Joffy, he says, in the 80s when new, I laughed at these cars. Today I want one. Go figure. Yeah, I'm the same as you. This guy must be in his 40s like me. Totally agree. Somebody says it's an epic vid. Thank you very much. Snormobile, another Snormobile video. This guy, I daily drive a 77 LeSabre Sport Coupe with a Rocket 350. Best car I ever had. Good for you. Lucky you, man. Again, I'm visually impaired. I can't drive legally. And actually, more on that. Unfortunately, there are more and more old buses being retired, so I hate the STM still. And yesterday alone, I had a great day, but all I got to take was scrap. There's hardly any old buses left coming out of the Salle garage, and I don't know. I think just in time, I just see myself filming less. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do more creative things or do things differently. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a part-time job eventually. I'm not saying I'm gonna stop YouTubing, but unless I move out west or something, I mean, it's just turning to crap here. Just not filming as much as the things I love, let alone getting to all the places I like to go to. You know, the hybrids, okay, the hybrids are smoother, but the seats are still shit. They're worse. There's no padding on them. You can't open the windows when it's 20 degrees. I'm gonna stop it myself. All right, you know what? I'm gonna put the brakes on this. This is going on way too long now. You know, because this is really, they're just, look, again, this is just like over a week ago, and you know, I feel like I just scratched the surface and been watching this. Maybe, I don't even know if how many minutes some of you were watching this. I don't even know how long this is. It feels like an hour. So, so again, I see all your comments, guys. Unless, of course, the ones that are, you know, blocked because I blocked some people because they're just assholes. And can't say anything nice or good. And but I see all the comments. Keep them coming. And there's a guy here, one of my subscribers, that says, "Hey man, doing a video around Rue de la Barre in Longueuil." Yeah. We'll see, man, we'll see. So that's it, guys. Well, I did as many as I can. I don't know, maybe the rest I'll try to run them down and respond to some of them that need replying, you know, especially questions. I always reply to questions, you know, that's important, it's respectful. But again, if I'm going to get to 50,000 whatever subscribers one day, I mean, I don't know, you know. So, wishing you all well. Thanks again for watching, and take care, and always some cool videos coming, for sure. Old vehicles, and walking videos, and trains, and everything in between. And thanks again to my best of friends, Ben and Ed, and my brother even for driving around, and even now, Julian just got his license. Congratulations, buddy, and I'm sure he'll be going for a drive sometime in the near future. So take care, guys. Thanks again, and stay good. Bye-bye.